Friday already? Ding dong.
If you were in middle school.
No, Christ. This was happening in middle school. I was playing Mystic Messenger.
Escapism was your whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't hold my hand. I have this deep. You'll cut this part out. I have this deep set memory of Mr. asking us like, "What's something that matters to you? What is the most important thing to you?" I remember like I answered like friends or something, and your answer was escapism, pretty much. Just you didn't know how to say it. You just didn't know the word escapism yet, and you thought it was such a stupid answer. And
I think I said stories. I remember
stories. It was one of the few things I would give a chance. Like that's not stupid, but I have such a deep memory of that.
That's still relevant. I think that was your moment where you're like, "Oh my god, that's a person." Oh, just back in just we're just not talking.
Oh, we're just
to
not
anyone.
talking to anyone. Okay, cool.
God damn, it's not going anywhere. That's all for you, buddy.
BigCat is trying to kill me.
I didn't do any such thing.
Well, why?
I can't lie on the internet. That's illegal.
You die in real life, you die in the game.
Fucking talk to the juicy gamers.
You love me?
Ping him.
Oh my god.
Okay, so I know this is kind of lame, but I was sort of wondering if you wanted to play more of that adventure game. Now that XYX offline, we might make some progress. You don't have to if you don't want to, of course.
Yes. I've been thinking about it so much.
This is very cool.
Think about it so much.
No, you haven't, have you? Don't answer that. Let me just jump right in. Good evening, gamers. It's me, BigCat. Did you know that a majority of my viewers aren't subscribed? You could change that by scrolling down and subscribing. For just one subscription a day, you could help buy Gray a new pair of lungs. I wholeheartedly thought you were gonna hit me.
I should have balanced on your head.
Oh, that's very easy. I have a flat head.
Wait, I had a question about last time. That description of the hometown being lifeless and cold.
We're onto him.
Did that come from your writing, or...?
I wouldn't put too much weight into it. I think we're gonna put some weight into it.
I don't believe you.
I think it was from my stuff, but it's hard to remember at this point. I was very moody back then, you know?
How so?
I don't know if it's worth getting into.
It's worth it if you want. I'm always here to listen.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I was left on my own devices most of the time growing up, which was good and bad, but overall it was just lonely. I'm not broken up about this stuff anymore, don't worry. But back when I was a teenager and definitely going through it, it did lead me to try out programming to fill my time and led me to where I am now. So I do appreciate that in a way.
And that's why you're so attached to this algorithm, like you mentioned yesterday?
Yeah, it saved me.
I'm gonna psychoanalyze you.
We onto you. So giving it up is really hard, but yeah, anyway, can't live in the past, right?
I understand. I'm sure it'll turn out alright.
Thanks. I hope so too. But anyway, it's time for more Adventure Continues. Adventure, intrigue, wild romance, and tragic ends. Sweet!
I don't like the tragic ends.
Well, last time we met, our adventurer Kitten had left the village to find happiness in the west. Nobody bade them farewell, but it did not bother our hero much. They had brighter shores on their mind. Now, we continue. The path ahead is relatively straightforward. Some would argue even the compass our hero carries is unnecessary. You trek across the dusty plains alone for 3 days and 3 nights until you are met with a grove of towering oak trees. Going through the grove is the fastest way to reach the small settlement on the other side, which you'll need to do since you're running light on food and water. You take a couple deep breaths to steady your nerves and march into the woods. It's time, no more delay. Far down the path, you make out a tall, lean figure. They're positioned on a narrow part of the path, between 2 trees, still and unmoving. You swallow. This part of the grove is particularly bramble, so there's not another path you can take. You put one foot in front of the other and approach. As you near them, you realize it's a tall elf with sunken eyes and long hair. He stares down at you coldly. Oh, interesting.
What do you mean?
Self-insert moment. Just so the bot doesn't start reacting to you. So, it's sort of random chance. That elf is a pretty rare encounter.
Ooh, lucky me then.
Maybe.
Maybe.
You'll see. Adventure continues. What do you want? How do you reply?
I want to pass, please.
Ooh, please. He rolls his eyes and stares down the path again, ignoring your presence.
Okay, I can see what you mean, Toasty. Please, just for one moment. I just need to get to the other side of the grove.
Do I look like I give a shit? Find another way around.
No.
You know what? Fuck this guy. As we know, that is fruitless. Either you turn back or convince the elf to make room, but the odds of you convincing him seem reasonably low. What do you do?
I wait with my lute to pass the time.
Excellent choice.
Doesn't matter, I don't know how to play a lute. IRL.
Traveler Oasis. I mean, I don't think it does. If it mattered, I would have failed this 1,000 times. Do you play any instruments at all? Just curious.
Oh, I do.
No, be honest.
Okay. No, I never learned. I cannot do anything. I wish.
That's alright, same here. We can pretend to be musically inclined together with this loot. Adventure continues. Resigned to the fact that you won't be able to strong-arm your way past him, you sit on the forest floor and swing the loot forward. The elf ignores you and continues to stare down the path. You take your time tuning the instrument. You're in no rush after all. Pluck one string, tune, then the next, and the next. That's not tuned, go back.
Huh?
You go back to the last string and you try to tune it again, and the elf taps his foot impatiently. Wrong, wrong, give it here.
Kill Mr. Know-It-All.
After casting an anxious glance down the forest path, he mutters something to himself and sits down on the ground before you, arms outstretched. You pass your instrument to the elf and he cradles it gently in his arms. He leans forward over the strings, bringing his ear close to the lute, and he gingerly plucks each string. With the softest of tunes, he perfectly tunes each and every string before handing it back to you with a sigh. There, now my ears won't start bleeding.
Thank you?
Sure. He quickly stands and steadies his eyes back down the path, exactly as he did before.
What are you looking at?
I'm waiting for someone. He seems a little guarded. Best not to push him too much on this.
What do I want to?
Still, you wonder what circumstances led him to be staring so intently and waiting at this specific spot. Was his friend whisked away by some magical being? Is he unable to leave due to a curse? As if he can hear your mind churning, the elf sighs and steps back. Just go, it doesn't matter. The story is not as interesting or nice as anything you're dreaming up, I'm sure. You nod in thanks and carry on past him. He steps back into place behind you, and you can hear a low hum from him lilting through the forest as you head down the path. Oh, you got past him on your first try. Very nice job. Looks like someone has some good news then. Let's pause for now then, yeah? Adventure paused. Resume at any time the command adventure continues.
Easy. That often tripped me up for 1 second.
Not even XYX got out of the woods the first time. Oh
so
my god,
that
finally
first
free.
one. Really?
Oh yeah, he tried to climb a tree or something and fell to his death.
Wow.
Yeah, we can play more later if you'd like.
Yes, I'd like that.
Okay. Aren't you glad you studied?
Not all, you took your exam?
He sure did. We both did, actually.
Didn't ask you.
Do you He's being fine right now. Oh, does this mean you're going to graduate soon? Yeah. Finally.
Congrats!
Thank you, yeah. Oh. I'm so happy that I never have to take an exam ever again. What the hell? Oh no, Onion, I forgot. You haven't been around lately. Did I miss something? What's going on?
There's a notice in the Blooming Panic channel.
Okay, I'll check it out. Let us know when you're finished reading. It's so sad.
Yeah.
Very unfortunate. I wish there was something we could do about it. Okay, what the hell? Permanent hiatus? Yeah. Yeah. Jesus. So the server's a goner then? Don't say that! Maybe. I've been thinking, and we might be able to do something. What do you mean? So, I don't know if I ever told you this, but I didn't read Bloomic until after I joined the server.
Oh, look, he's special.
Oh no, he's like different. He's like a crooked up white boy with a little bit of swag. Is this really the appropriate time to be shitposting? I'm not shitposting, Onion. I really hadn't read Bloomic at the time. What? Then how did you find the server? I was emailed a download link. Emailed? You're lying. I'm not. Why would someone send you a link directly?
Great question.
I'm not sure, but I had read something similar to Bloomic. Something similar? I promise this isn't a shitpost. I've been picking up, so it's You sick animal. I promise this isn't a shitpost. I had read a series of weird shorts online called Blooming Panini. Are you fucking... Huh? I swear I'm not lying. Like I'm gonna believe that. You aren't going to get me that easily. Ugh. Listen, it had a lot of the same characters, but they were all, Italian? Quest. Please. Quest. Look, hold on. I'll sketch them out.
Oh my god, I gotta see this.
No way. I'd usually expect this level of idiocy from XYX. He's rubbed off on you too much, Toaster. Personally, I'm interested. I'm sure these are some fascinating images. Okay, look.
Oh my fucking god.
Is that Damien as Carbonara? Aw, Lola's such a cute tiramisu. Toaster, you're on thin ice. Ugh, Hidden, you know I'm not lying, right?
Of course.
Thank God. Can I call you right now?
Yeah, I have time.
Okay, you know where I'll be. It's the only voice channel. It's not hard to navigate.
Hey, thanks for joining. I know that was a little weird, but I really am telling the truth. Like I told you a few days ago, I really did read something else prior to Blooming Panic.
Blooming Panini?
Blooming?
It was just, well, as you can see, it was something a little weirder than Blooming Panic.
What made you think, Blooming Panini, let's read this?
Listen, when you're chronically online, you take what you can get. You just be reading whatever.
Yeah, okay, I met you.
You cannot look at me and tell me that you've not read some fuck-ass shit.
Not the same you have.
Okay, that's different.
Only a little weirder.
Okay, maybe a lot weirder. You want to know the most fucked part of it?
Definitely.
You know how in Bloomik, Lola's going through that weird plant transformation?
Now I do. Yeah, right.
In Bloomini, she's molding.
Molding?
Pretty gross, huh?
Yes. That's so much darker than Bloomik.
Huh? Why's that?
I mean, you're literally rotting.
Yeah.
She
There you go.
she's rotting away instead of transforming. Actually, really sad.
Oh. That is pretty dark, now that I think about it.
He's a little bum as cat.
It's okay.
Yeah, so how did it end?
I suppose how you'd expect. She vanished.
No, poor Lola.
Yeah. I mean, we aren't sure how Bloomik was supposed to end, but it felt like it wasn't going to be that tragic. Anyway, I managed to find those short stories again. It looks like they were all written prior to the first chapter of Bloomik.
So the other just likes to reuse characters?
That's my guess. It had some similar plot points, though, which was odd. Like Nathaniel snapping at Lola.
Maybe they were just trying to perfect their craft.
Yeah, maybe they wanted to see which story style fit the characters better.
Plain food or urban fantasy? You know, the two things you go to.
The two
Apparently
genders.
A difficult choice for the author.
Which one are you? I think we're both urban fantasy.
I was about to say, I was like, I'm a bit of some Italian food myself.
I'm gonna keep digging, though. If I'm lucky, the author dropped some sort of hint or accidental clue as to who they are. Or maybe there's another alternate version of the story out there that will have even more clues.
This seems like a lot of work. Do you have time for that?
To be completely honest, not really. Really digging into my raid hours. But this is important to you, right?
Yeah, it is.
we got him.
Yeah, it is. You're doing this for me?
Yeah, I am. Does that make you uncomfortable? I don't mean anything by it.
What if you do, though?
What if you do? Oh my god, do you have a crush on me? Woo.
No, I actually appreciate it. That's sweet of you.
Sweet? It's nothing. I just know what it feels like to be losing something you care about, you know?
God, you need therapy. Yeah, I know. Thanks, Toasty.
No problem. I'll do my best to find out who the author is. I promise.
Not to suddenly change subject, but you mentioned Nathaniel had a thing. Had me thinking. I can read.
It's okay. It's okay.
No, I can lose my shit for about 10 seconds. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm the literate one here.
Okay.
I'm supposed to be.
I've been doing a lot.
You've been actually doing very well. I'm
I'm-
incredibly proud of you.
Thank
You're doing
you.
much better than I am.
Thank you.
Not to suddenly change topic, but you mentioning Nathaniel had me thinking.
About what?
You're the only one on the server who really likes him, huh?
Actually, until recently, Onion Thief was a fan too.
That little? Really?
Sure was. But, I mean, you saw. Onion Thief can't stand humans with flaws.
That's not what he said. But people have layers, like onion.
Fuck up.
I'm sure that's what he meant, though. I've always liked Nathaniel. Even in Blooming Panini, when he was just a bowl of delicious risotto.
Sir, how much free time do you have? The answer's too much.
Quite a lot, actually.
You know, he sort of has a similar vibe as the elf from your adventure game.
Huh? That angry elf?
Yes.
No, he doesn't. Nathaniel is very calm and polite.
Listen, he's calm and polite.
No.
You just have his recent outburst on your mind. Tisk tisk.
Don't tell me how I think.
But for the record, I like that angry elf as well. One of my favorite encounters.
I'm so curious about his backstory.
Well, maybe you'll get to see more of him.
The dots. They're connecting.
I think he shows up in a few other branches, but anyway, just like Nathaniel, I like how believable he is.
Nathaniel?
He's the most realistic character, personality-wise.
Or maybe he's just the one you relate to the most.
Well, I'd like to think I wouldn't yell at my partner like that. But I can empathize with the feeling of cracking.
The top one. I'll let you know. Hold on. I really want you to see the fucking other one because he gets really mad.
You aren't single? Really?
I am single. What the hell? Do I give off single vibes?
Is there more?
No, that's it. That's pretty much it.
What the hell?
What the
Do I
hell?
give us single vibes? Yes, you're sitting in a basement.
It's not a basement. He just hasn't cleaned his room.
Oh, are you dating someone?
No, I'm not dating anyone. Don't worry.
I might be worried.
What? Hmm?
Unless you're worried.
Do you have? Oh my god, do you have a crush on me? That's so crazy.
Don't worry.
We got him.
We got him, boys.
That just slipped out. I don't know why I said that. Ignore that.
So, how would you treat your partner?
Oh, I'd like to believe I'd treat them pretty well, I guess.
I guess.
I've always
No
been
bitches?
a sort of giver in past relationships. I like giving gifts and pampering the other person.
My god, you were just gift giving. That's not shocking. That was
Sugar daddy. Holy shit.
Oh my god, you're type.
I'm not a fucking gold digger. Unless.
So, your love language is gift giving.
Love language? Yeah, sure, probably.
No, it is. I'm telling you. I'm not gonna tell you.
What about you?
My love language?
Yeah, in previous relationships.
Well, if we want to go down this rabbit hole.
I guess I know you've dated at least one asshole before.
We.
I talked about it. Never mind.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, how many realities are you in?
Was he the only one?
No.
Oh, thank God. I'm glad you got to experience some hopefully better people.
No.
Damn.
So, yeah. What about your love language?
Well, does it matter which one I pick?
All I know is not words of affirmation. He does not like that because he thinks people are like
Disingenuous?
yeah. That's a big word for Elmo.
It is a big word for Elmo.
You can pick yours as long as it's not words of affirmation. You.
Cool.
Oh,
I'm not saying it.
interesting.
Ew.
Ew.
You're very honest.
Sadly. You asked.
I guess I did.
So that's not my fault, my dude.
That's
I
sus.
feel like I learned some fun things about you today. You're pretty interesting.
Me?
Of course. The person who refuses to leave a backbreaking job and tries to extract bits of happiness from an online story.
You don't fucking know me.
I think they're pretty intriguing.
Thanks. Shut up.
Can I go home now?
It's getting late. You have a long day tomorrow, right?
Do I work every day of the week?
Mm-hmm.
That's not legal.
Mm-mm.
But I want to keep talking to you.
Me too, you know?
Wait, what?
What day is it? We're on day 3? Day 2?
No. This is like day 5 or 6.
Oh, I forget he goes a lot faster.
Yeah.
Time-wise. Okay, this is a little better than most then. Because certainly, like, at this point, you've made it uncomfortably far.
And by this point, we've gotten love confessions.
I'm aware. So about love language at this point is not the worst thing.
Yeah.
But tomorrow, you would be upset if you stayed up any later.
Tell me.
I'm running on 6 hours of sleep. I can do it again.
And I do it again, bitch.
You're running on 3?
Woo.
I think we got 9.
So good.
Talk to you later.
Yeah, sweet dreams, Toasty.
Good night.
Toasty boy.
Toasty bitch.